So, some people seem to think that just because there's no physical abuse in their relationship that they're not being abused. And you may very well not be being abused. There may not be any abuse in your relationship. But sometimes people don't recognize that abuse is not always physical, okay? Because what may start out as name calling today could quickly turn into a smack across the face tomorrow. But it started out as name calling, and name calling is just as much abuse as a smack across the face. So let me give y'all some examples for those of you that may be confused on what exactly abuse in a relationship could consist of. If they're lying to you, abuse. If they're cheating on you, calling you names, if they put fear into you, you're afraid to do certain things or say certain things, abuse. If they're overly jealous, and with this jealousy comes consequences, abuse. If they gaslight you, if they disrespect your boundaries, disregard your feelings, or make you feel like what you're feeling is nothing, if they're belittling you in any way, if there's sexual abuse, if they're making you have sex with them when you don't want to, abuse. If there's manipulation, if they're oppressing you in any way, if there's any type of bondage in the relationship, you have to ask permission to do things. You have to ask permission to go places, to spend money, to hang out with your friends. You're in bondage, sweetie. Okay, if they're intimidating you, if they're isolating you from your family and friends, all of these things are abuse. Are abuse. I could go on. I could keep going because there's so many other forms of abuse that would show up in a relationship. But I just think some people need to be educated on what abuse actually is. It's not always a smack across the face or you literally physically being beaten. So when this stuff shows up, you have to respond in a way to let the abuser know that you are aware of what they are doing. I see you. I see what you're doing, and you literally have to say it. I see what you're doing, and let them know that it's not going to work and that you are not going to tolerate it. This will establish your limits and reinforce your boundaries.